Assalamu Alaikum and welcome back to Quran Unveiled. We have covered Al-Fatiha, the opening, and Al-Baqarah, the longest surah in the Quran. Today we move to episode 3, Surah Al-Imran, the family of Imran. This surah carries a different energy than the last two. It was revealed across difficult moments, a great victory, an important religious dialogue, and one of the hardest days the early Muslim community ever faced. Let's step into that story. Let's start with the basics. Surah Al-Imran is the third surah in the Quran, and it was the 89th to be revealed, meaning it came shortly after Al-Baqarah, continuing many of its same themes. It is a Madani surah with 200 verses, and unlike most surahs, it was not revealed all at once. It came down in 3 separate stages, each tied to a major event in early Islamic history. It takes its name from the family of Imran, the father of Maryam, who would become the mother of Prophet Isa, peace be upon him. This surah tells their story in beautiful detail. Now, here is what makes Surah Al-Imran unique. It was revealed in 3 distinct stages. The first portion came soon after the Battle of Badr, the great early victory where a small Muslim force defeated a much larger Makkan army. This part of the surah celebrates that victory and reminds the believers that Allah's help comes to those who are patient and conscious of Him. The second portion was revealed when a delegation of Christians from Najran came to Medina to discuss faith with the Prophet, peace be upon him. They debated the nature of Isa, peace be upon him, and Allah revealed verses clarifying his true status as a noble prophet, not divine, born miraculously, but a created being like Adam. And the third, the longest portion, was revealed after the Battle of Uhud. This was a painful day. The Muslims started strong, but when a group of archers left their post to collect war spoils, the tide turned and the Muslims suffered serious losses, including the death of the Prophet's peace be upon him, beloved uncle Hamza. Allah revealed dozens of verses afterward, not to shame the believers, but to teach them, to explain why the setback happened, to comfort the grieving, and to prepare them for the road ahead. That mountain you see in the background, that is the spirit of Uhud, a test that built stronger faith. Let's look at the major themes running through this surah, the story of the family of Imran and the miraculous birth of Maryam, the true status of Isa, peace be upon him, in Islam, the victory at Badr and the trial at Uhud, 2 battles that taught 2 very different lessons, the importance of patience during hardship, Allah's instructions on how to engage respectfully with Christians in dialogue, the declaration that the true religion in the sight of Allah is Islam, and a powerful call for unity among believers. This surah moves between celebration and correction, between comfort and discipline, exactly what a young community needed at that point in its history. Let me highlight 3 verses that captured the heart of this surah. The first, verse 19, Inna ad-dina indallahi al-Islam. Indeed, the religion in the sight of Allah is Islam, a clear, direct statement establishing the foundation of belief in this surah. The second, verse 103, وَتَصِمُوا بِحَبْلِ jami'an wa la tafarraqu. Hold firmly to the rope of Allah, all of you together, and do not become divided. This verse was revealed in the context of tribal tensions in Medina, and it remains one of the most quoted verses on Muslim unity to this day. And the third, verse 169, revealed directly about the martyrs of Uhud. وَلَا تَحْسَبَنَّ الَّذِينَ قُتِلُوا فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ أَمْوَاتًا. Do not think that those killed in the cause of Allah are dead. They are alive, with their Lord, sustained and rejoicing. This verse brought immense comfort to families who had just lost loved ones at Uhud, and it still comforts believers today. So, what do we take away from Surah Al-Imran? Lesson 1. Hardship and setbacks are tests, not abandonment. The believers at Uhud were not punished because Allah turned away from them. They were tested so their sincerity could be revealed. Lesson 2. Disobeying clear instructions, even with good intentions, can undo real progress. The archers at Uhud left their post chasing spoils, and the entire battle turned. A small lapse in obedience had massive consequences. Lesson 3. Unity is a command, not a suggestion. Verse 103 does not ask us to unite. It tells us to hold firmly to the rope of Allah together and to never let division take hold. Lesson 4. Those who strive and sacrifice for Allah's cause are never truly lost. They are alive with their Lord. This should change how we think about loss in the path of good. Lesson 5. Isa, peace be upon him, holds an honored place in Islam as a noble prophet of Allah. This surah gives us the clarity and the language to discuss this topic with knowledge and respect. Now let's make this practical. 5 things you can apply starting today. Number 1. The next time you face a setback after genuinely trying your best, think of Uhud. It does not mean Allah has abandoned you. It may mean you are being prepared for something greater. Number 2, when you are given instructions, whether from a leader, a teacher, or in your worship, follow them fully, so even when the outcome feels close and the temptation to deviate feels small. Half obedience can undo real progress. Number 3, actively protect unity within your community. Avoid gossip, avoid taking sides in unnecessary disputes, and be someone who brings people together rather than apart. Number 4, if you are grieving someone who passed away striving for something good, in Allah's cause, in service, in sincerity, recite verse 169. They are alive with their Lord. Let that truth comfort you. Number 5, when speaking with Christian friends or colleagues about faith, use the clarity the surah gives you. Speak with knowledge, with respect, and without arguing for the sake of arguing. That is the example the Quran sets for us here. And that is Surah Al-Imran, a surah of victory, correction, sacrifice, and unity. 200 verses that took the early Muslim community through some of its hardest and most defining moments. In our next episode, we move to Surah An-Nisa, the women, a surah focused on justice, family, and the rights Islam established for women centuries before the rest of the world caught up. Do not miss it. If this video benefited you, please like, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe so you never miss an episode. Jazakallah khair, and Assalamu Alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.